Random House Audiobooks presents L.A. Confidential by James Ellroy. Read for you by David Strathairn.
L.A. Confidential. Bud White sat in an unmarked, watching the 1951 on the City Hall Christmas tree blink. The back seat was packed with liquor for the station party. The passenger door opened. Johnny Stompanato slid in.
Holiday cheers. And where's Stensland? I've got stuff for both of you.
Bud sized him up. Mickey Cohen's bodyguard was a month out of work. Mickey went up on a tax beef, 3 to 7 at McNeil Island. It's Sergeant Stensland. He's rousting vags, and the payoff's the same anyway.
Too bad, I like Dick's style. You know that, Wendell?
Cute Johnny. Handsome, curls in a tight pompadour. Bud heard he was hung like a horse.
You've got a hard-on for me, or you just want small talk? I got a hard-on for Lana Turner. You've got a hard-on for wife-beaters.
Bud cracked his knuckles. And you fuck people up for a living, so my complaints for hard-nosing wife-beaters don't make me you. Capiche, shitbird? Stompanato smiled, nervous.
Look, you want information, and I need money. Mickey and Davy Goldman are doing time, and there was no goddamn envelope from Mickey.
No envelope? And Mickey went up flush. I heard he got back the junk that got clouded off his deal with Jack Dragna.
You heard wrong. The guy got away with 150 grand of Mickey's money. So, Officer White, I need money. And if your snitch fund's still green, I'll get you some fucking A callers.
Go legit, Johnny. Be like me and Dick Stensland. Stomp snickered.
For 30. A shoplifter who beats his wife. I saw the guy boosting Orbach's on the way over.
Bud took out a 20 and a 10. Stompanato grabbed them.
Ralphie Kennard. He's blond and fat, about 40. Suede loafer jacket, gray flannels.
Bud wrote it down. Stompanato said,
Yuletide cheer, Wendell.
Bud grabbed necktie and yanked. Stomp banged his head on the dashboard. Happy New Year, greaseball. Orbach's was packed. Bud elbowed up to floor 3. Prime shoplifter turf. Jewelry. Bud trawled for blonde males. Then, a flash view, a blonde guy in a suede loafer, hands fondling jewelry. Bud chased. Kennard ducking out a side exit. Bud chased. Down the fire escape. The lot was clean. No cars hauling, no Ralphie. Bud ran to his prowler, hit the two-way. 4A31 to dispatcher requesting. Static. Then, Roger, 4A31. Last known address, white male, first name Ralph, last name Kennard, Kinnard. The radio crackled. 4A31, Roger, your request. The address is 1486 Evergreen. Bud headed east, Evergreen, in 5 minutes flat. He parked, followed curb plates to 1486, a stucco job with a neon Santa sled on the roof. Through a window, Ralphie Kennard browbeating a woman. The woman was puffed-faced. She backed away from Kennard, her robe fell open. Her breasts were bruised, her ribs lacerated. Bud walked back for his cuffs, saw the two-way light blinking, and rogered. 4A31 responding. Roger, 4A31. On to APO. 2 patrolmen assaulted outside a tavern at 1990 Riverside, 6 suspects at large. They've been ID'd from their license plates, and other units have been alerted. Bud got tingles. Bad for ours? That's a roger. Go to 5314 Avenue 53, Lincoln Heights. Apprehend Dinardo, Dinardo, Sanchez, age 21, male Mexican. Roger, and you send a prowler to 1486 Evergreen. White male suspect in custody. I won't be here, but they'll see him. Book at Hollingbeck Station? Bud rogered, grabbed his cuffs, back to the house, and an outside circuit box. Switches tapped until the lights popped off. Santa's sled stayed lit. Bud grabbed an outlet cord and yanked. The display hit the ground. Exploding reindeer. Kennard ran out, tripped over Rudolph. Bud cuffed his wrists, bounced his face on the pavement. Ralphie yelped. Bud launched his wife-beater spiel. You'll be out in a year and a half, and I'll know when. You touch her again, I'm going to get you violated on a kitty raper beef. You know what they do to kitty rapers up at Quentin. Kennard's wife said, Can I go to my mother's? Bud emptied Ralphie's pockets, keys, a cash roll. Take the car and get yourself fixed up. Kennard spat teeth. Mrs. Ralphie grabbed the keys and peeled the 10-spot. Bud said, "Merry Christmas, huh?" Mrs. Ralphie blew a kiss, backed the car out, wheels over blinking reindeer. Avenue 53. No siren. A black and white just beat him. 2 blues and Dick Stensland got out and huddled. Bud tapped his horn. Stensland came over.
"Who's there, partner?"
Stensland pointed to a shack.
"The one guy, maybe more. It was maybe 4 spicks 2 white guys did our guys in. Brownell and Helenowski. Brownell's maybe got brain damage. Helenowski maybe lost an eye." "Big maybes. How many in custody?" "Goose. We get the first caller." "Then tell the blues to stay put. This is ours. We get them booked. We make the party by watch change. I got 3 cases, Walker Black, Jim Beam, and Cuddy. Ed Exley's assistant watch commander. You can bet he don't approve of on-duty imbibing." "Yeah, and Freeling's the watch boss, and he's a fucking drunk, like you, so don't worry about Exley." Stens winked. Bud walked flank. Up to the porch, gun out. Dick kicked the door in. Preston Exley yanked the drop cloth. His guests oohed and awed. Ed Exley thought, "This is not a typical policeman's Christmas Eve." He checked his watch, 8:46. He had to be at the station by midnight. Preston Exley pointed to the model. It took up half his den. An amusement park filled with papier-mâché mountains, rocket ships, Wild West towns, cartoon creatures at the gate, Moochie Mouse, Scooter Squirrel, Danny Duck, Raymond Dieterling's brood, featured in the Dream a Dream Hour and scores of cartoons. "Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Dream a Dreamland. Exley Construction will build it, and the opening date will be April 1953. It will be the most sophisticated amusement park in history, where children of all ages can enjoy the message of fun that is the hallmark of Raymond Dieterling, the father of modern animation." Ed stared at his father, a former cop from a long line of cops, holding forth in a Hancock Park mansion, politicos giving up their Christmas Eve at a snap of his fingers. Wild applause. Preston nodded at Timmy Valburn, the actor who played Moochie Mouse. Valburn nudged the man beside him. The man nudged back. Art Despain caught Ed's eye. Ed steered Despain to the study. "This is a hell of a surprise, Art." Didn't your dad tell you?"
"No, and I didn't know he knew Dieterling." Despain smiled.
"Preston just knows people. Do you spot the mouse man?"
Ed nodded. "Who's his pal?"
"He's Billy Dieterling, Ray's son. He's a cameraman on Badge of Honor, which lauds our beloved LAPD to millions of viewers each week. Maybe Timmy spreads cheese on his what's-this before he blows 'em."
Ed laughed. "Art, you're a pisser." Despain sprawled in a chair.
"Eddie, ex-cop to cop, you sound like a professor. And you're not really an Eddie. You're an Edmund."
Ed squared his glasses. "I see avuncular advice coming. Stick and patrol because Parker made chief that way. Administrate my way up because I have no command presence."
"You've got no sense of humor. And can't you get rid of those specs? I can't think of one bureau guy who wears glasses."
Ed picked up a framed photo. His brother Thomas in uniform, taken the day before he died. "If you were a rookie, I'd break you for insubordination."
"You would, too."
"What did you place on the lieutenant's exam?" "First out of 23 applicants."
"And you want the detective bureau?"
Ed put the photo down. "Yes."
"Transfer will take a lot of ass-kissing."
"You're 29 now?" "Yes."
"Then you'll be a lieutenant at 31. Brass that young create resentment. Ed, all kidding aside, you're not one of the guys. You're not a strong-arm type. Think about that."
Ed said, "Art, I want to work cases. I'm connected, and I won the Distinguished Service Cross, which some people might construe as strong-arm. And I will have a bureau appointment." Press clippings on his corkboard. Dope crusader wounded in shootout. Actor Mitchum seized in marijuana shack raid. Hush-hush articles. Hopheads quake when dope scourge cop walks tall. Actors agree Badge of Honor owes authenticity to hard-hitting technical advisor. The badge piece featured a photo.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?